Okay, I've added a feature to the database program to make it easier to add the Latin long to survey records. And I just wanted to do a brief video to show how it works. If we'll check for a corner here that I know we've got a good record on. We'll go for the northeast of 21 N13. And you can see we've got that record doesn't exist in the database, so I'm going to go into edit. And I've added this button here to load your Latin long from a KML file. Now, evidently, you can see from the survey grade coordinate checked here that we have a good Latin long, so I don't intend to change this record. But for instance, I'll pull up, let me get Elevate over here. And with the section corner, this is that same section corner right there, and this is Orange County Elevate, the GIS. So if I go up here in the menu and hit Draw Shapes and pick up Point, and let's see how close I can get. I can click on that and then save that as a KML file. And I'll just leave the file name the same here and download it. And let me get rid of this. Now what I can do, that was at 1 point, so I can hit this button here and go find that file, which there it is right there. You just made it. And hit that, and it automatically loads that there, so you don't have any error there. And just to show, I don't know how close I've got a screenshot that I kept. You can see before it was 513, 5138, 614. So I picked pretty close, just picking it off the map. But at any rate, I'm going to not save this because I don't want to mess up a record. So if I hit no, nothing's really been changed. Now, the same token, I go back in that, and like I say, nothing's been changed, but let me go to Google Earth. You can go to Google Earth here. Now I just take the point way off because I don't intend to change this record. But if you got a point right there, you can right click here and save this place as a KML, point KML, and it's going to save it in my download, so I'll hit save there. Let me get rid of this. Same thing, I'll go up here and then I'll look in downloads and I'll pick point and hit OK. And you notice it changed. Once again, it changed to. So it's just an easy way to load your Latin long and not have to manually type all this out and get it in the right place and everything. Let me get rid of this so I don't need this anymore. And I'm going to hit this again, and naturally I'm not going to save it. So that's kind of how it works. It's just to make it easier to do Latin long. And I also went ahead and put this feature on Add Edit Survey Records. So you've got the same thing here. You can load. I'll go back up and pick that up again. Point, hit OK. And it'll put that in there for you. So I'm hoping it's going to be a time saver for people maintaining the database. I don't want to save this. I did put there is kind of a fail-safe. Let me go back into that. I should have mentioned this earlier while I was on the screen. But I'm doing this on the fly, so run corner check. There is a fail-safe. If you go in here, I've got, see if I've got one here that, I know this has more than, this probably has 6 points in it. So when I hit OK, it's going to come up with a message saying this file has more than 1 point, select another file. And of course, I'm not going to select another file here. But it does kind of keep you, if you was accidentally try to capture 2 or 3 points in a file, it's only going to load a KML file that has one distinct point in it. So anyway, that's really just a kind of brief explanation, and I'll probably get with Matt, the Orange County surveyor, to see what he thinks of it, if it needs to be added anyplace else. But I do think it's going to be a big help in just maintaining the database. So thanks. If you got any suggestions, let me know. We'll keep working on this thing to try to make it easier to maintain and for the end user to, keep the records without having to do a lot of manual input. That's all for now. Thanks.